Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Mr. Andi Napitupulu, just call me Andy. Today, we are going to learn about analytical exposition text. Have you ever heard about this one before? Or this is something new for you? If something new, it's good for me so that I can teach you about analytical exposition text. Alright, before it, I'm gonna show you about the highlight that we will discuss for today. Okay, today we are going to discuss about what the definition is, the generic structures, language features, and example. Before I explain to you about the definition, today I'm going to ask you about actually nowadays all of the people around the world have faced a pandemic, right? This is the biggest phenomenon that we ever face right now, right? So, for this phenomenon, you can write it in analytical exposition text. We can know that analytical exposition text is talking about a phenomenon surrounding. So, in here, you write your idea talking about the phenomenon surrounding. So, in here, if you want to write about this, you try to persuade your reader that what is something important. Yeah, and after that, it's also we can say it's relating about your argument. So, in here, I can say you don't try to push your reader, or you can say to believe it or not. You just say your opinion about that phenomenon. So, the purpose is to convince the reader that the topics presented was an important topic to be discussed. Yes, nowadays, yes, this pandemic it's very important. So you can try, like the COVID-19, yeah, try to make your reader believe that COVID-19 is very, very dangerous. So, in here, according to the example of exposition text, you can also find it in the legal, defensive, letters, political leaflets, essays, newspaper, and the last is editorials. So, yeah, if you want to write about your analytical exposition text, you can try to write it based on these examples. Alright, so let's take a look about the generic structure. If you want to write about your analytical exposition text, generic structures is very important. Why? We can say that this is the step if you want to write your analytical exposition text. Okay, before you know it, or we can say before you write it, you have to know about or you can write your title. Title is very important because title to show what you are going to tell about the topic. After you know or determine about the title, let's take a look about the thesis statement. This thesis statement, you want to introduce the topic that indicate the writer point of view. So usually this thesis statement is in the first paragraph. Yeah, you can say also this is the introduction. After that, you can write about the arguments. So these arguments, yeah, we can say that this can need to support the introduction or thesis statement. Yeah, so you need to write about arguments that support thesis statement. If not related, that's not good. So these arguments you can write it maybe vary. Not only one, you can write it two, three, until four. But remember, if you want to write about your arguments, you do not just like say your arguments. You need to say or can say you can write the evidence based on your arguments, and the explanation, of course. Okay, the last is you need to write about the conclusion. We can say the reiteration. So this conclusion usually in the last paragraph. You need to restate, yeah, your point of view to the strengthen of the thesis statement. Yeah, usually if you want to write about your conclusion, you need to write about like from the fact above, I personally believe, therefore my conclusion is, and in conclusion, blah 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 blah. You can use those phrases to write about your conclusion. Okay, let's take a look about the example. You know that I have told you before, our phenomenon that we are facing now is talking about COVID-19. We can say, yeah, based on this text, it's talking about please stay at home. Yeah. So let's take a look about this. I'm gonna ask you for 5 seconds to analyze that. Start now. Time is over. So let's analyze. So this one, we know that there is title, right? And the first one, the first paragraph, we can say that this is statement. Okay, what about this one? Okay, this one is argument 1, right? Yes, the first people say. So remember like this. So this text talking about stay at home. Why we need to stay at home? What will be the reason? So you need to explain your arguments why we must stay at home. So this is the first paragraph talking about the argument why we must stay at home. Okay, the second paragraph is argument 2. Okay, and this one is argument 3. And also the last paragraph, we know this is conclusion or reiteration. Okay, easy, right? Yes, easy. Next, and also if you want to write about your analytical exposition text, you must know about the language features. So the language features, it's very important. It's like the grammar. It's like the expression that you need to put in your writing. Okay, let's take a look about the language features in the analytical exposition text. So the first one, you must write your analytical exposition using present tense. So we know that present tense is using verb 1. For example, live, eat, run. Okay, you are not allowed to write it in the past tense. Next, so in here you need to write about the mental verbs. You use mental verbs in here is talking about your feeling. Yeah. Okay. The third one, you need to use verb that support your arguments, like people say, it is said, indicates, etc. Okay, the fourth one, you need to write your analytical exposition text using connecting words. So in here, connecting words, you need to link the arguments from argument 1, 2, 3 using like additionally, moreover, firstly, secondly, thirdly, etc. Okay, the next one is using causal conjunction. So in here, causal conjunction means you need to write the conjunction that tell about the reason. For example, because, despite, due to, for the reason, and etc. And you must know that in here you need to write about your analytical exposition text. You need to use about the persuasive technique. But you know that persuasive techniques in here need like try to persuade your reader. Okay, next. And also in your analytical exposition text, yeah, you need to write it or use abstract noun. Abstract noun in here that you cannot see, you cannot touch. For example, sadness, something like virus, happiness, etc. Next, so in here, I'm gonna like give you like some of the time, probably yeah, you can try at home. Try to analyze the language features that you can capture about this text and try to analyze it. Is there any present tense there? Is there any mental verbs? Is there any causal conjunction? Okay, you can capture this one. Next, so now it's your turn. Let's take a look about this, how you can analyze the analytical exposition text. Okay, let's take a look about this text. This text, you know that, yeah, this is not really, this is not good text. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds to arrange to be a good text. Start right now. All right, let's analyze it based on the generic structure. This is gonna be like the correct text after you arrange that. Okay, this is gonna be the thesis statement. Yeah, this is gonna be argument 1. This is gonna be argument 2. This is gonna be argument 3. Okay, and this is gonna be the argument 4. So there are 4 arguments in here, and the last is conclusion. Okay, remember, conclusion is the last paragraph. Next, okay, I'm gonna like make questions to you guys. You can answer by yourself. Okay, for number 1, what is analytical exposition text? Okay, what is analytical exposition text? You can write your answer into the comment, yeah, into the box below. Next, number 2, what is the purpose of analytical exposition text? Okay, all right, next. Number 3, what is the generic structure of analytical exposition text? Okay, please answer it in our comment. I'm gonna like discuss with you in their comment. Number 4, what tense is used in analytical exposition text? Alright, next. So now I'm gonna like give you a text in here. I'm gonna like give you like 10 seconds to read, and then I'm gonna like ask you to answer the questions. Okay? Start now. Alright, time is over. Okay, let's discuss for number 1. What is the best title for the text? Okay, the best title is all right, you can write it down. All right, number 6, what mental verbs are used in the text? You know mental verbs, right? Okay, please write it down, your answer in the comment. Number 7, what saying verbs are used in the text? Number 8, what connecting words are used in the text? Number 9, what causal conjunctions are used in the text? Number 10, what is the writer wants you to learn after you read the text? Okay, I hope that you guys can answer in type in your answer in the comment box, yeah, and then we're going to discuss there. I'm gonna reply you. Okay, so after we learn about analytical exposition text, let's sum up about what we have learned. Okay, we have learned that analytical exposition text is talking about to elaborate the writer ideas about the phenomena surrounding. Number two, the purpose is you know that you need to persuade the reader to look at an issue with your perspective. Number three, the language feature of analytical exposition text using present tense, manual verbs, saying verbs, connecting words, phrasal, conjunctions, and expressive techniques. Okay, the last one. The generic structures of analytical exposition text is the title, introduction, the body, and the last conclusion. Yay! Finally, we are in the end of our class. Okay, so I hope guys you understand what we have learned, and please support my channel, subscribe this one, and I'm going to give you a lot of explanation how to learn English, especially in senior high school. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this video guys. Thank you so much, and keep healthy. God bless you all. Bye bye.